All right, so we're gonna get into this. This is gonna be the last part of this collection. We've gone through all the bulk stuff, some of the decks, some of the extra rares, things like that. But this, I'm hoping, is like the big score of the collection. Should be some commander decks, which I figured they were. A bunch of dice. Let's see what we got here. These looks like the gift bundle dice. Roswell Drain. I think we got Ixalan, Lord of the Rings. This one's very nice. Dom United and Crimson Vow. Sweet. And some small ones. Baldur's Gate. Very cool. I like dice. They're all right. I'm not huge into them. What's this? Okay, these are cool. These are the relic tokens. I never actually bought any of these, but now that I look at them, they actually probably could be pretty sweet for tokens. You know, tokens, life counters, whatever. Soldier one. I could see those. Oh, that one's cool. Foil one, Drake. Yeah, all right. I've seen these boxes for sale before. I've never really seen them. What's this? Cardboard. Oh, these are from like the bundle box. That's not a real Mana Crypt. That's not a real Mana Crypt. Okay, cool. All right, let's just dive right in. So, yeah, we got 4 decks. We'll start from this side and just go for it. And again, this should be most of the heavy hitting stuff. I'm hoping. So, all right, Archive Trap Outlaws. Let's see how the scanner does. Sometimes the glare can be tough. 75 cents for that. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Pre-release card from AFR. That's cool. Is the scanner going to pick that up? No, let me take out a sleeve. TCG Player, I use the TCG Player scanner. It's really good. It really is. But sometimes it has a really hard time with foils. Not what that is. No. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Try again. Yeah, I've had tough time with foils. I've tried different lighting. I'm gonna type this one in. It's just difficult. Let's see. Tasha's. It's tough too when you have cards with a million different printings. When you only have just a few printings, it's easy to get them. But Tasha's Laughter, pre-release 706. That's a nice little hit. Thing in the Ice. Original foil from Shadows of Innistrad. That's pretty cool. Reprinted, so I'm sure, yeah, it dropped way in price. Original foil, though. 470, yeah, got a little premium. Hullbreaker Horror, Baldur's Gate, nice. Again, reprinted and Innistrad Remastered. Not the promo pack, just the regular one, just the regular old boring one, 255. The Spawn. 280, not the extended art. Regular one, okay, actually the regular one's worth more, 312, sure. Brainstealer Dragon, it's a dragon, not the extended art, not the extended art. Regular 437. Effective Fiction, no. Lightning Greaves, we'll always take those, what, like $5? Not the Mirrodin one. Baldur's Gate, there it is. 562, sure. Relic of Mirrors, Exodus, nothing. Fractured Sanity, Baldur's Gate again. 205, Darkwater Catacombs, 28 cents bulk. Mystical Tutor, Donna Remastered, absolutely. Not Eternal Masters, Donna Marie. 1339, that'll work. Swiftfoot Boots. Launch promo. Okay. I'm not going to look that up. It's probably about the same. Buck or so. Quarter Cunning, Community Legends. It's not the extended art. It wants to. Oh, you know what? It probably sees the sleeve. 366. Reflections of Litjara. Buck. Phoenix. I built this guy. It was a face commander for a mill deck I made. It was actually a lot of fun. I don't think it ever won, but it was fun to play. Fleet Swallower, cool. Path, Sunken Hollow. Where's the Morphic Pools? Come on, Drown the Block. I don't think that's anything anymore, is it? Oh, it is. Buck 46. Nephalia Drown Yard. So if this is like the straight precon, someone let me know because I'm not sure. I never actually played the Baldur's Gate precon. So there you go. Tree of Perdition. So it's not. Okay, so there's some other things in here. Tree of Perdition. Jumpstart 2022 2003. That'll work. Rune Crab Showcase from Zendikar Rising. Buck 34. Feed the Swarm. Endless Evil. $3, sure. Wonder MH2. So it's like maybe, my guess is like an upgraded precon, probably. That's my thought. Yeah, there's the face commander right there, the captain. Not the extended arts. Just the boring old face commander, the cheapest one there. That's the thick one. So it's got to be this one. Okay. Oh, $6. That'll work for the face commander. A lot of times the face commanders are the cheap ones, but if you get like the extended art versions, they're a little rare, harder to find. Creeping Tar Pit, 79 cents. Temple Knight's Whisper, that's a pullable, right? Eternal Masters, 139. This is the commander version. This is the commander. I'll be one. Phyrexia, I'll be one. Buck 84, sure. Okay, yeah. Choked Estuary. Soul Ring, so you'll always take those. Nice. Herald's Horn. 421, not Commander 17. Baldur's Gates. 462, sure. Temple of Deceit, that's a bulk. Control oh, what is that? Control Magic. 4th edition? Probably not alternate, but... Nope, not alternate, but I'm going to set that aside because I will definitely be using that for a old school deck for sure. One Ring. Proxies. I know there's a One Ring in here that's an actual real one. There's supposed to be. Overcharged Amalgam. I think I've seen 4 or so of those. Mind Grind. Gate Crash? Yeah, Gate Crash. 327. Black Market. 375. Cut Your Losses from Streets. 9 cents. Rogue's Passage. That's a pullable, right? Was. Shronic Resonator from 14. 428. A Dark Ritual. Tempest. Looks like it's got a lot of love to it. I don't know. I don't put Dark Rituals in my commander decks. I guess, I mean, it can work, but I never have. Nemesis of Reason. Nemesis of Reason. Scanning. Hey, oh, not a Badlands for $750. That would be a nice find. Okay, there we go. Nemesis of Reason, $167. That'll work. Bordeaux Foil. I'm sorry, Foil Mythic, not Bordeaux. Haunted One. Not the extended art, but it is the foil. $736. That'll work. Sludge Monster. I'm pretty sure these Baldur's Gate Commander decks went pretty quick and went pretty expensive. 96 cents for that. Ukulon. Buck. Maddening Cacophony. Good little deck right here. $546, sure. Mind Flare. 84 cents. Golem. 79 cents. Glimpse the Unthinkable. Double Masters 2022. Foil. Rare. Not Iconic Masters. Double Masters 2022. 354. Foil being... the foil being less. It's always funny. Definitely Chalice. Mind Crank. There's a good one. Baldur's Gate. Uncommon. Not the new Phyrexia, but that one's 10. Mine, 1345. Sure. Arvinox. This was when they reprinted the Secret Lair ones, right? Yeah, I thought so. Thought Vessel. Yeah. Buck. Consuming Aberration. 64 cents. Grazilex. I tried building him one time. It did not come out the way I wanted. That thing. Ooh. Mesmeric Orb. Retro from Brothers War. Very nice. 1806. Phyrexian Obliterator. Borderless from Phyrexia. Nice. Yeah, I figured these decks would be nice. Talisman. $120. Port of Carfell. Not sure about that one. Nothing. No, okay. Most of this deck I'm pulling out for at very least, buy list. 385 for the Jace. Foil Zelix. Mythic from Baldur's Gate. Nope. 1759 for the foil. Very nice. All right. Borderless Counterspell from Commander Legends. That's gorgeous. I like these. No, not that one. It's probably not going to pull up because there's a million versions. Let me see if I can type it in. Yeah, so the borderless ones from the Commander Legends, the original Commander Legends, they can be pretty nice. All those borderless ones, because that's the only place you can see some of them. There's a million counterspells. Commander Masters borderless. I'm not going to look too long. If I find it, I find it. Commander Legends, there it is. 281, sure. That's a pullable. Very cool card, though. Good version. Dothy Horror. Phyrexian Arena. That's another. Yeah. Okay. Nothing. Dimir Signets. Yeah, playables. Therian Dynamo. These aren't expensive cards either, so I'm guessing it's just they just didn't have them. Arcane Signet. So, and then again, I've said before, I'm an advocate of proxies. Map Islands for 35 cents. Okay, so that deck, 64 cards for 215. Not bad. All right, so bulk over here, good stuff over here, and okay, next one. What we got here? Life counters, tokens. River of Tears, a little sideboard action. 43 cents. No. What's this? The purple sleeve. Wilhelt. Oh, so it must be the commander. Okay. All right. Let's see. Wilhelt, Soul of Steed. Or I'm sorry, Wyleth. Wyleth. Wilhelt is the other one. This one is $3.45. All right, so it's worth it. Darkstone Mutation, is that Commander 21? Not the secret layer. Commander 21, $1.48, sure. Oh, nice. An Unfinity Planetary Foil Plains. These lands are awesome. Unfinity, you know, the unsets are fantastic for the lands. I really love them. Star of Extinction, that's not it. No, not Star of Extinction again. Come on. It's just a Plains. I'm not going to take the time, but I think it's worth a few bucks for sure. Again, you search Plains in there, you're going to get 1,000 of them. So, the Battle Hammer for the uncommon. 92 cents, sure. Sunforger, great card. $2.99, not the Ravnica City of Guilds. This is the Commander Legends? Yeah, $2.93. Runetail, Kamigawa. $3.21, that's Saviors. The Enforcer from Guild Pack. $2.66, sweet. Prowler's Helm. Is that Theros? Theros, yeah, 60 cents, okay. Protector. Commander version, 90 cents, not the 15. Which one's this? This is like the Midnight Hunt one? Yeah, Midnight Hunt, look at that, 78 cents, got it right. Plains, 402. Pure Steel Paladin, AFR Commander. Buck. Aven Mind Sensor, what's this? It's like a secret layer one or something? Huh. Retro foil. Beautiful. Let's see if it scans. I'm not sure what this is from. Maybe a buy box or something? Alright. Oh, no, we got it. No, it's not that. No, it's not that. No, it's not Snow Covered Mountain. Alright, I'm going to type it in because I'm curious. Aven Mind Sensor. Retro foil. Even Mind Sensor. If you say Masterpiece, not the Masterpiece, that'd be nice. Promo Pack, no. Lost Prince. Retro Frame. WPN Gate. WPN promo? It's gotta be. Yep, that's it. Okay. It's not worth nothing. It's 40 cents. It's cool, though. Cool version to put in your deck. All right. What do we got here? We have the Kazul Tyrant of the Cliffs. Bulk. Sunhome. Bulk. Emperor Plate from Mirrodin. Bulk. No, it's not a forest. It's funny how sometimes it gets. I think sometimes the sleeves throw it off really bad. Let's see. $1.13, sure. Timely Ward, Commander Legends. $1.36, Winds of Wrath. Oh, another fake One Ring. Okay. That's just a freaking tease now. Swords of Plowshares, Commander Legends. Nice little hit. Thought Vessels, Commander 15. Very cool. Black Blade Reforged, Commander Legends. Small guy, but I think it's worth like $1 or so. Okay. $1.83. All right, Plains. Temple of False God. Rogue's Passage. Yeah, these are like buy listable, I think. Wear and Tear, I don't think that's anything, is it? I guess it is. $1.65. Ancient Den, Commander 21. Not the Mirrodin version. Again, for some of these, I'm gonna, $3.45. Some of these, I'm gonna like adjust the. I'm going to adjust the actual scanner to make sure the actual price. But when it's like, either way, it's not too far away. I'm just gonna let it go. Thrin Dynamo, World Championship position. I like these. I'm not gonna scan it. I'm just gonna keep it, but it's cool. Soul Rings. Always take Soul Rings. Arcane Signets. Yep. Bounce Lands. Map Force. I'll put those aside. Land Tax. That's a proxy. Okay. Foil Map Plains. It's pretty cool. That's not that. I'm not going to check anyways. Retro Foil MH1. Talisman of Conviction. That's nice. Not that one. Not really. Modern Horizons, the Retro Frame Foil. There it is. Nice. $2.67. I like those cards. They're a little bit simpler. They're simple cards, but like you can get some cool version of them. Lightning Greaves. Nope. Spirit Link. Nothing there. Boros Signets. Mantle. Great Furnace. Commander 21. Not the dual decks. Commander 21. $4.69. That's not bad for that. And a Smothering Tide. That's a proxy. That's a proxy. Okay. Let's keep going on here. Bulk there. Good stuff here. Let's finish off this deck. All right. Again, so far, pretty good stuff. I'm happy with it. Swiftfoot Boots. And the cool thing when you get like collections like this of just Commander decks, like you can just take them apart, add them to your collection. It's all stuff you can use for other decks, which is great. Darkshade Citadel. Not that one. This is the Commander version. I think it's this one. We'll call it that one. All it glitters, borderless, Commander Masters. Nothing. Command Towers, no. Blessings. Clifftop Retreats, OG Dominaria. Reprinted. Wow, a couple times. Down 28 cents for that. Wow, these things went to nothing. 50 cents. These really used to be worth a few bucks. Deflecting Palm. Commander Legends. Yeah, $1.91. Master Warcraft. Bulk. Press Squire. Daneth. Reliquary Tower from Conflux. That's cool. Not the list one. These are worth a few bucks, so I'll take a look. Conflux. $1.95, sure. Darksteel Mirror. I don't think that's anything. It's 3 mana for a 0/1 indestructible. Crawl Space, or is it Legacy? Yeah, Legacy. 521. Nice. I always get that wrong. Masterwork of Ingenuity. Nothing there. Gavel of the Righteous. Commander version. Borderless Sundown Pass. Crimson Vow. Come on. Nope. Take it out. $6.99. We'll take those. All right. Windborn Muse. Commander version. Not 10th. I'll just call it this. I guess I'm not going to go too deep into it. Wild Ricochet. Commander Legends, 38 cents. Vanquish the Horde, Midnight Hunt. Buck. Michuko Kondo Truthseeker. Okay. $4.59. No, actually not the list reprint. $4.15. That's fine too. Colossus Hammer, great card from Core 20. Awesome. I love finding these. When you can sneak this onto something, it's awesome. Core 20, there it is, $2.70. If you get that foil from Core 20, it's pretty expensive. It's the original printing. Mother of Runes, not that one. This is the Dual Decks, Elspeth of the Kiora, 505. Trailblazers Boots, OG Zendikar. Couple bucks, Vandal Blast. Ooh, look at that. Vandal Blast, nice. We'll always take those. Galaxy Mountain, that's sweet. Not the planetary one, but it's the Galaxy ones that you find in the collector packs. They're pretty nice. If it can scan. It can have a tough thing with these weird cards and foils sometimes. Come on. You can do it. Oh, you can do it. Come on. I'm going to try to search it. Mountain, Galaxy. Am I doing both? Whichever one's the lesser one is it. So, yeah, okay, it's not that one. So this one's $3. Cool. Those little Galaxy lands are cool. They have a little bit. Boros Charm, Commander Legends. Yeah, I can't believe this is a $4 uncommon now. I mean, I guess it's just due for a reprint. Commander Legends. Not the extended art. No, not that one. $4.89. Yes, this is just due for a simple reprint. Hour of Revelation from Mom and Ket. $1.45. Sigarda's Aid. Didn't this just start moving? It did. I thought so. Commander Legends. I swear, like this morning, I saw something where it was like doubling in price. $13.84 for that. And I just sold a bunch of foreign ones too for like nothing. Dom Yu. I like these lands. These are nice. These stained glass ones. Not gonna scam. Yeah, okay, not gonna scam. That's fine. SRAM. Commander Legends. $1.44 for the AFR. Commander Legends, $2.68. That'll work. Storm's Edge right there. Kamigawa foil. Not the promo pack. Regular version. Nothing, 20 cents. Foil, 33. Nothing there. Odric. I'm pretty sure this is bulk. Yeah, 76 cents. Battlefield Forge. Not 10th. This is Commander 2021, 74 cents. Open the Armory. That's a polo, right? Yeah. $1.53. Aggravated Assault. Very cool. It's the Wilds of Eldraine. Boros one, $12.83 for the anime. Ghostly Prison. Nice. $3.84. Sword of the Animist. $10. No, this is the Origins one. Magic Origins. Legends. It is 769. Very cool. Blasphemous Act, Commander Legends to finish out this deck. Very good. I mean, good decks for sure. So I'm happy to take these. A lot of good hits in these. A lot of good pullables for sure. So, all right. All right. So I guess we got 2 more decks. Let's just go into them and see what we get. I guess there is some procs. Oh, Kedis. Okay, I'm guessing he had some sideboard stuff. Kedis, yeah. Wow, look at that. 372. That's gone up. Boyle. Not that one. Tempest 78 cents is a pullable. Lightning Bolts. M11. We'll take them. Sure. Key to the City. Nothing really. Separators. Sithis. Oh, I have a Sithis deck of my own, so I'm curious to see how this one compares to the one I got. 274. It's a fun deck. You just keep drawing and drawing cards like crazy. Citizen Champion. Theros Beyond Death. $3. Bounce Land. Swords of Plowshares. Reprobation. Nothing there. Plains. Calyx. I think that was in my deck. Theros Beyond Death. Borderless Mythic. This is not an expensive one, I don't think. Calyx. Destiny's Hand. Yeah, that one. Borderless. What do we got? Yeah, Buck. Nothing crazy. Tower Arbor Elf. Master 25. Nah. Wings of Wrath. Commander Legends. So clearly this person opened a lot of Commander Legends. Or that's just the singles they bought. Sphere of Safety. Always take those from Return to Ravnica. A few bucks. Nyx Lotus. Theros Beyond Death. A couple bucks there, I think. Not that one. Not that one. 445. Okay, cool. Always have a Soul Ring. Oh, there better be a 1 ring in here somewhere. Another Infinity Land. I like their Infinity Lands. Very cool. 81 cents. Buy listable. Monk Idealists. Nihilese Colossus. Commander 18. 19. 18. 864. Okay, that'll work. Song of the Dryads. Commander 14. Right? 440. Not the Commander Masters. Commander 14. Yeah, 406. Sterling Grove. Goes perfect with this deck. Yeah, I built this deck myself with the Sithis, and it's just you draw and draw and draw and draw and draw. You draw so many cards. Spellbook, very cool. So, 7th edition, whatever it is. Yeah. Ley Line of Sanctity. Bulk. Plains, non-foil. 50 cents. Utopia Sprawl. I don't think that's worth anything, is it? Oh, it is. Okay, yeah. The Ascension one. That's a Masters 25. Masters 25 being, hey, $1.77, sure. Brushland, Brothers War. The old lands from Ice Age got reprinted. Flickering Ward from Tempest. 443 for the uncommon, sure. List from Eternal Masters, Ancestral Mask. Yeah, list reprints. Whip Silk, that's a good one. Invasion. Huh, actually that dropped. Benevolent Blessing. Reverie? No. Celestial Ancient. Nothing there. Psychosis Crow, that's bulk, right? Yeah. Mess Enchantress. Little guy, Light Paws, Kamigawa. Sungrass Prairie. Every commander deck ever made, probably, right? So it's bulk, yeah. Ethereal Armor. That might actually be buy listable. No, not anymore. Solitary Confinement. And Darksteel Mutation. Buck, okay. Bulk over here, rest of the deck here. Let's see. Seal, Journey to Nowhere. You have my Enchantress. Nope. Spirit Mantle. Yeah, $2 for that. Hyena Umbra. I always check these. I know they're nothing. Thought Vessels. Yeah, it's a little something, right? Yeah. Chaos Transformation. I like the flavor with the revised Wild Growth. Very nice. 5th edition, Verdant Enchantress. Great card. That works. Satyr Enchanter. I think that's not bad. No? Commander Masters. No. This is Core 19. Core 19 had a lot of uncommons that were pulled. That was one of them. Brilliant Restoration Kamigawa, but that got reprinted. Not Flooded Strand for $62. Not Flooded Strand. Okay, got it. Good. But that makes me realize that I haven't seen any fetch lands. That there, little guys. Karmic Justice. Not Flooded Strand. It really wants me to find one. Open the Armory. Yeah, it's a pull, right? We had one before. Reliquary Tower, M19. A few bucks, sure. Tyrite Sanctum. Couple bucks there. All That Glitters. That was a good couple $1 card until it got reprinted. Enchantress of Presence. A lot of similarities to this to the My Deck, I'm sure. It's a lot of similar stuff. Collector Oomph, I didn't have that in mind, though. Not the list. This is the straight-up MH2 one. I'm sorry, MH1, 294. Bear Umbra. There we go. I know there's some Umbras that were good. Okay, there's a good one right there. Almost $8. Spirits, Aura Shards, and a list from Evasion. Very cool card. Not the original one, but that's gone up, huh? Last time I looked at that, $13.96 for the Invasion one. $16.09, no kidding. Okay. Fortified Village, I know that's bulk. King Vista's bulk. Bountiful Promenade, that's good. Yep. Is it 822? Karametra, Commander 2020. Eulacoria Commander right there, 422. That was a great bunch of decks. Fauna Shaman, M11. 269. Destiny Spinner, good uncommon from Theros Beyond Death. 256. Sungrass Prayer, that's bulk. Hall of Realized Generosity, MH1. 594. Borderless Curse of Silence, Midnight Hunt. Nothing there. Lignify, list card from the Guild Kits, right? Lignify, yeah. Eidolon of Blossoms. Nyx, Serena Nyx. Yep. $150. Ghostly Prison. Rogue's Passage, not going to scan it. Sanctum Weaver. Ooh, Etched Foil, MH2. Very cool. Mirari's Wake. These are so dark. Mirari's Wake, not the OG one. Conspiracy. This is MH2 Foil Etched, 738. These are hard to find because really they only find them in the collector packs. But they're so dark in that. Felidar Sovereign. A couple bucks. ID Look Tutor, Theros Beyond Death. 829. Johnny's Chosen, Commander 15, 29 cents. Okay, not bad. Not bad. All right. All right, we're going to move on to the end here. Last deck, and I better see a ring because there was one advertised in the price, and it was like a $50, $60 card. So, oh, that's nice. So, I've seen plenty of proxies, so I better see the real one, or else we will have a problem. All right, let's dig right in. Avacyn, Commander Masters Mythic. Love it. Not that one, not the oversized one. Commander Masters, $26.75. Nice. Now, the Reliquary Tower, I'll always take them. $3 a piece. Not that one. Core 19. What's this one go for? I thought that was like $3. Core 19. $2. Okay, let's drop. It's been reprinted probably. Oh. There we go. Rogue's Passage. Fire Action Rebirth. Commander 19. 24 cents. Nothing there. Nightmare. Heraldic Banner. That was a pullable from Throne of Eldraine. Not really anymore. Temple. Sword of the Animist. Proxies. Our Revelation. Had that before. Open the Armory. They have a lot of cards. So that's one thing I try not to do. I mean, except for like Soul Ring and maybe like Arcane Signet or whatever. But like, you know, if I play a card in one deck, MH3, got the little Eldrazi in the back. I'll leave that aside. I try not to duplicate cards. You know what I mean? If I can help it. Lightning Greaves list card. Yeah, it's about $4, whichever version it is. Ghostly Prison. Another one. Like, I've seen Ghostly Prison in, like, every deck. I mean, like, One Ring's been, like, in every deck. Platinum Angel. Very cool. Not the M11. This is the other one. Conspiracy Take the Crown. $6.90. Archangel of Ties from Magic Origins. Mythic. $7.20. Well of Lost Dreams. Commander 17. Bulk. Martial Coup. No, I don't think it's anything crazy. Land Tax. Very nice. That's a real land tax. 1730. No, not that version. No, that is the right version. Yeah. Yep, 1730. Very nice. Darien. Masters 25. $1.45. Not the list. So yeah, my guess is that they probably had one copy of cards. They made proxies for the rest. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Mangara. Seraph Sanctuary. Common from Avacyn Restored. $1.24, sure. Fumigate. So there was like 5 proxies of Thran Dynamo. So yeah, so this is the one real one. Fumigates. Fumigates. All right, let's see if that one is right there. 1 second. Okay, so 3 the actual real one right there. Come on. It's worth a couple bucks. We all know that. That's okay. Surge of Salvation. Sometimes I get annoyed with these things. I don't want to wait for them. True Conviction. This is the Gideon spellbook. Those are actually pretty cool. Aetherflux Reservoir. These cards are, that's awesome. Kaladesh. Classic. Pay 50, deal 50. 13.98. Very cool. Nyx Lotus again. $4. We've seen those before. Skull Clamp. From Brothers War Commander. The retro one? Yeah, because all those decks were all retro, which is pretty cool. Herald of War. Avacyn Restored. 284. Archangel of Thune. So clearly this is an Angel deck. Archangel of Thune. Whoa. Iconic Masters. Oh, no, wrong one. Archangel of Thune. I didn't realize that was as expensive as it was. Iconic Masters. 50, 34. No kidding. Middle, 55. Lowest, 44. Wow, that's fantastic. So $50 card. Sweet. Awesome. That's the big hit so far. Steel Shaper's Gift. So yeah, seen proxies of these already, and this is like the actual real copy. 646, not Fifth Dawn. Commander Masters, I'm sorry. 7. Okay, so that's gone up a little bit. Starnheim Aspirin. This was like a $7 uncommon when Kaldheim came out. Wow, it's gone up. Not the Jumpstart, $8. Yeah, still it dropped with the reprint of Jumpstart 2022. I guess it went back up. World Slayer. This is a fun card. I've thrown that in a couple decks before. Larry Nevin's disc, bulk, right? Printed many times. Alms Collector. All right, what else we got here? Wrath of God, Dom Remastered. Classic, sure. 452. Arc Vista of Agma. 354. Smothering Tide. There we go. So, yep, that pretty much confirms it. So this is, my guess is this is probably like their favorite deck, their pet deck. Smothering Tide. No, this is the Ravnica Allegiance. This is the original. And then they just proxied it, which is fine. 31.45. Very good. Elspeth Sun's Champion. It's a classic right there. Come on. There we go. $1.64. Cathar's Crusade. Avacyn Restored. Oh. Let's see. Cathar's Call, Cathar's Crusade. This is the Avacyn Restored one. 476, yeah, recently reprinted in Innistrad Remastered. Pearl Medallion, very nice. Commander Masters. Not that one. Commander Masters. 264. Wow, these were cheap. Norns, and there we go. There it is. I knew there would be one in here. Good. One ring. Very nice. Okay. Lord Ring bundle version. The foil one is $60.50. $60 card. Fantastic. All right. Now I'm happy because I was a little worried, but I think I saw so many proxies early on. Now they were all good in this deck, which is nice. Endless Atlas, the Warhammer 40K, $1.47. Lyra, Dominaria, not remastered, original, $3.98. Odric, that's bulk, right? Yeah, it's bulk. Throne of Eldraine, very nice. That's a good little hit, right? Yeah, $13.63. That'll work. Midnight Hunt, Vanquish the Horde. Come on, Vanquish the Horde. There we go. Okay, I guess we had it before already. Guardian of the Gateless. Gate Crash. Gauntlet of Power, Time Spire Remastered Mythic. Probably a couple bucks, right? I think after a while, these scanners get tired. Pristine Talisman, Goldmere, Day of Judgment, OG Zendikar. Buck. Mindstone, no. Wall of Glare? No, that's not what that is. Wall of Glare? No, not Maelstrom Pulse. Okay, well, we're just not going to bother. Walking Atlas, that's a pullable, right? From Worldwake? Yeah, $1.25. Thought Vessels, always take those. Soul Warden, that's a buck or two, right? $2.89, even better. Cryptic Caves, Gilded Lotus. Gilded Lotus. There it is. Not Path of Ancestry. Gilded Lotus. Nope, not that either. There we go. Third time's a charm. Soul Rings, of course. Buck. Suture Priest, we'll take those. Good common. Buck 58. Geode and Hostilities. 19 cents. All right, getting towards the close. Swords of Plowshares. We scanned them. We know it's worth a buck or two. Odric. Bulk. Catcher's Monuments. $3.91. Not the Commander version. This is the original Amonkhet. $3.64. That'll work for uncommon. Windborn Muse. Foil. Dom Remastered. Not that one. Dom Remastered. 31 cents. Wow, that's it, huh? Foil, 29 cents. That's funny. Demolition Field. Planar Cleansing. Last off, there's Wayfarer's Bauble. Legion Archive. That's it right there. And I think that does it. It's okay. So overall, very, very nice. So a lot of scan value. There's a lot of picked cards out of this thing. I'm happy with this, and there's a lot of it I didn't even scan. I just kind of put it aside. So I have a lot to go through. And again, too, honestly, there's things like this. There's things like there's a lot of deck boxes I know are value. The dice have value, which I will probably sell that. The playmats I decided I'm gonna sell, so I can probably sell like the playmats, the deck boxes, the dice, and probably get a decent amount, 50, 80, maybe like $100 for those, because I'm sure these are expensive. They're probably like $50 a piece. But I have a lot of stacks of cards here. Let me actually, okay, I'm gonna put up here everything that basically I pulled out that is not bulk, that I'm actually gonna go through and dig a little farther in. So I'll just show you the stacks, and then I'm gonna make a video. I'll have to make a video afterwards showing like the kind of the totals, because there's a lot here to go through. So most of these decks, a lot of stuff I pulled out, some of it was just rare, some of it was valuable, or it was pullable or whatever. But I mean, this is like the majority of these decks. These were good decks. Like they had some value in here, which I liked. So definitely a player, obviously. So this is everything that I pulled out. It's a lot of cards. It's what? Probably 600-700 cards, give or take. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna go through these. And kind of like I did with other videos, is sort of between like, maybe like the 50 cents to $1 pile, maybe like the $1 to $5 pile, and everything up like that, so we can kind of see it and have it spread out. Because a big collection like this, there's a lot of good things to pull through. I want to know what the actual numbers are. So this is one that I will take the time. I'm going to go through it, and I will have a final video showing you my numbers. But overall, I liked it.